So hi Oonagh.
Hi, Katrina.
Thank you for talking to me about your studio and your practice today.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate your help doing this.
What is the first thing you do when you get to your studio?
I usually put on music, would be the first thing I do. Music, or maybe a podcast, or yeah, that would be one or the other. I need some noise happening in the background, then I put on the kettle. Sometimes if I'm here for the evening, I'll light a candle and then just get settled in. Usually I have to start off by tidying up where I've left off from the day before. If there's been painting or anything, I've usually left the things in a bit of a mess.
What has stayed constant in your practice despite the pandemic?
I think the one thing that stayed constant is probably my commitment to making and doing, even though I sometimes don't know what I'm doing or what I'm going to make, but I've definitely been committed to it. Like, I don't feel like I even took the summer off, I don't feel like I was off during the pandemic. I just kept going.
When are you most productive?
In the evening time.
Why did you want to do the MFA course?
I really wanted to do the MFA course because I thought I had to do it to be a proper artist. I thought that was the next step. And it was only when I was on the course that I realised you don't actually have to do it.
Who is your work made for?
I think that's a difficult question to ask. Who's my work made for? When I'm not entirely sure exactly what my work is going to be yet. I'm not at any stage where anything's resolved, or it could be really selfish and just be for myself.
What are and how important are the tools and materials that you use for creating the work?
I've been thinking about this a lot lately, about what tools and materials are important for creating the work, especially since my work has taken a huge change quite recently, going away from using materials, although I do use some. It's, I'm starting to write a lot more now, and obviously all you really need is a pen and paper or access to a computer. So I've been thinking about that. In some ways they're obviously very important, and in other ways they're not. There's no point having the material and not having an idea. It's not, having all the materials isn't going to help if you don't know what you're going to do.
What does your studio mean to you?
Oh, it means the world to me. To have a space that I can come to and forget about housework and, separate myself from all my other responsibilities and just be in here and have time to think.
Do you have any advice for art students in general or future MFA students particularly?
My only advice for art students or anybody that's going to do the MFAs would be to, or I suppose to my past self, would be not to worry. It's only a small thing in your life. It feels like everything at the time when you're doing it, like it does now, and it's, there's obviously some pressure on to get something finished for the end of the year. You do feel that, but in the grand scale of things, it is only 2 years, and it's going to be brilliant, but there's no point stressing or worrying. You just need to go with it.